to another episode of Now About That with James and Sarah. I'm James.
And I'm Sarah.
And today, listen, we told you all that it was going to be sporadic. And it's
Mm.
been 2 weeks. This is the second week. So you'll get them every 2 weeks, potentially. Who knows? We'll see. But
Mm.
anyways, we were just talking whenever we first popped on, and I asked Sarah how's it going, and they decided to go on this big rant of saying it was going, but I didn't ask how. I didn't ask whether it was or was not. I asked how it was going, and they refused to answer that much.
I said it's going because you didn't ask if it was going well.
No, I didn't. I said how. So that
You said,
implies
how's it going?
answering. That
And
implies
I said,
answering in a way as whether it's working well or not. Anyway,
it's going. Um,
what's Sarah up to? What's going on over in Tejas?
well,
There's a car outside your window.
yeah, I'm across from the HEB. And so it's people exiting the parking lot over there.
It looks like they're parked in front of your apartment.
It looks like that, but they're across the street.
Oh. Well, I have little bratty children out in my parking lot that like to run around and scream.
Okay. As children do.
Disrespectful and rude.
It's not disrespectful.
It kind of is.
They're children being children. Like,
They
let
could
them
go somewhere
go
else
out.
and play. They don't have to play in the parking lot where cars are driving.
Where else are they able to play? Tell me
There's a
where
park
else
right down the road.
are they allowed to go to the park by themselves?
That's not my problem. Maybe they should have better parents.
And that's
And parents
the
that don't let
parents'
them just
fault.
scream in the parking lot.
It's the parents' fault though, not the child's.
I don't care. It's still children that are annoying me. Anyways, this week we were very busy. I went and watched Grace Helbig
Mm-hmm.
and her Let Me Get This Off My Chest comedy show where she talks about her stint with breast cancer. And it was a lot of fun and great. I was kind of annoyed that it wasn't full. Like it was, I was surprised. I mean, I guess it was on a Monday evening in Los Angeles. And one thing that frustrated me is we went to dinner first because it wasn't until 7 o'clock. So we went to dinner, and that's why we went to the LA Central Library, which was really nice. It was cool. The building was cool. I mean, it was just full of books, but they had a lot of architecture and stuff there. And they had an exhibit that was talking about what happened, I guess, I think it was in the 60s, I think, when the 40s or 60s, I don't remember, when there was an arsonist who burned down the library. Not once, but twice. It was a different person. I think it was a different person, but the library was set on fire twice. And it was talking about that. And then they commissioned people to do some artwork inside. So there was like a whole really nice, cool painting, a mural on the ceiling and stuff that looked really nice. And then the restaurant that we went to was actually right next to the library, and I don't think I will ever go back there again because it wasn't that good, especially not for the price. And all they had was like Italian sausage that has those like fennel seeds in them, and I cannot stand.
I hate those.
Cannot stand that type of sausage. I get it. Some people love it. I can't.
It's the fennel. I hate the fennel.
Yeah. And then we went to the Grace Helbig show, and her husband opened for her. So Elliot was there first and did his little spiel. We got a table, and I kind of wish that we hadn't gotten a table because it wasn't really actually like a table. It was a bar stool, like a bar top table. So there was a bar stool, so we were sitting there for like an hour and a half with no back support.
Oof.
And I'm in my 30s, so I need some back support.
Hashtag same.
But the
My
good thing,
legs would have been numb.
yeah, but the good thing is we like no one sat around us. I was afraid it was going to be like full, and the entire like bar, the table area was going to be completely full, and we were going to be like elbow to elbow with some people. But we were not. This last
Thankfully.
weekend, we went and watched the new Devil Wears Prada
Hmm.
2. I absolutely enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. I keep seeing this discourse online about people saying that they don't like that Miranda was nice now and she was a little bit more soft than she was in the 2006 version. But I think it's also because it was kind of, and there's an like it's alluded to in the movie that the reason that she's being more kind is because she got reprimanded by HR for being mean to her employees.
But also that was 20 years ago. So
Yeah,
like if she didn't change in 20 years.
yeah.
I'm actually gonna go see The Devil Wears Prada 2 on Tuesday after work with one of my coworkers.
It's a lot of fun. It's a fun movie.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. I'm planning on rewatching the original this weekend so that I am like refreshed because obviously it's been at least a decade since I saw it.
Yeah. It is on HBO Max.
Mm. I oh, I bought um a Life magazine today. I never buy magazines. And the only reason that I bought this magazine is because it's celebrating Marilyn Monroe's 100th birthday, which is going to be June 1st.
Oh,
So I've got the eternal love of my life, Marilyn Monroe. So I've started. It has some really great photos in it. Not that anybody else can see it but you, but like as James can attest, the obsession with Marilyn Monroe is long standing.
yeah. I don't know if I would say obsession, but you enjoy Marilyn Monroe, yeah. That's fine. Um, I keep seeing this thing online or on TikTok, and I'm trying to decide if I'm going to keep using TikTok because it's very much now it's ridiculous because it's like every other video is an ad.
Yeah,
Literally every other video is an ad, or it's someone trying to sell you something. Like it's
yeah.
an actual person that uses TikTok, but they're selling you something. So it's like now it's annoying. But then it's also every single ad that keeps coming up is AI.
Hmm.
Like it's all about using AI and this is my therapist, but it's an AI person. And it's like, that's dangerous.
That's really dangerous.
You shouldn't really use AI to help you mentally, emotionally, any of the above. Be-
Yeah,
because there's a lot of confirmation bias that happens with AI because you're asking a question in a certain way. It's going to answer you to kind of appease you or make sure that it's answering you based on kind of what you want to hear because you're phrasing it that way. So you
yep.
have to really, there's this whole like media literacy thing that people need to understand, need to go through before they actually start utilizing AI for anything. And I would still say use it sparingly and also confirm the information. Like that's
Right.
the main thing that you want to do when you're using AI. If you ever need to use it for, or if you ever use it for something, confirm the information. Don't just take the information on what it says. Go to
Mhm.
the actual source, review the content, and make sure that it isn't cutting information out or misconstruing information or
Yeah.
providing you with false information because it's just something that it has at its in its arsenal, but it's answering your question based on the way that you phrased it.
I use DuckDuckGo as my browser now,
Mm.
and I have the ability to turn off AI through DuckDuckGo. So I don't have to use AI if I don't want to, which is very nice.
I unfortunately use it for my work, mainly just to like fix images.
Yeah, no, I'm not using it in any shape, way, or form because I don't agree with it.
Mm. I think my thing with AI is you can use, if you use it properly and you use it as like a tool to help you like come up with something. Like if you have like, let's say I want to create a, a video or something like that. I can
Mhm.
ask what's something that can be interesting to include in a video, but then
Or
take it and like do it myself.
or you could just do the research on your own.
But that's not what I mean. Anyways, moving on. What else?
You're really not letting me get it.
No, no.
Sometimes I wonder why you ask me to come on this show.
Because it's yours too.
He says, cutting me off.
So I did find out something that's kind of frustrating. So I remember, I think I told you last week or last time that I was taking a term off, just to kind of let things settle and get back into it. So I can't take a term off. When you take off, when you drop, you have to wait 6 months.
Oh my God.
So I can't go back into my class until September
Gross.
and finish up my last 3 terms until September.
Gross.
So that's fun. And I have to go through like the whole approval process and all that jazz again, which is frustrating and obnoxious.
It is.
But it is what it is. I was like, well, that's ridiculous. Then I'll start looking into other schools. And I started looking into other schools, and they're like, well, no, you can't, for a doctorate program, you can't transfer credits. You'd have to start over.
Ew.
And I was like, well, that's not happening. Yeah, I was like, well, that's not happening because I was like, I'm 3 terms out from finishing.
Right.
So it doesn't make sense for me to not continue and start all over. That would be stupid.
Yeah, that's gross.
And then, so whenever we moved here, I have medicine that I take that gets delivered, and it was delivered to the wrong address, and they refuse to deliver it again. They're saying that my insurance has to approve it, and I'm like, why does my insurance have to approve it when it was never delivered to begin with?
So I actually know the answer to that because of when I worked as a pharmacy tech. So the way that the insurance looks at it is they've already paid for it.
But my insurance doesn't pay for it.
Like, then why are they saying that it has to get approved through if your insurance isn't involved in the medication?
I have no idea.
That's real weird. You should tell them that it doesn't go through your insurance. I
don't know. It's very frustrating. I mean, it's fine because I have my medicine. It just, right. So whenever I moved, I had 3 months worth. And the one that they were sending me was like, it would have been 2 months. I would have had 2 months left. So I consumed 1 month. So I had I have a month of buffer basically.
Okay. Well, that's good at least.
Yeah. But it's just frustrating because it's just like, and then the last time they sent me a prescription, they didn't send me any like tracking information on it. They just sent me a text message that said, oh, it shipped. It's like, okay. It shipped, but I don't know when it's going to arrive, so I can look for it. I don't know how it's arriving. Is it USPS? Is it UPS? Is it FedEx? How are you sending it? I have no idea how it's coming. And when I go and look on the app online or the website, it doesn't have any information about shipping on it. So I'm like, what is happening? So it's just frustrating.
We hate that.
Yeah, it's frustrating. Oh, that made me think
So,
of something else. Oh, my car. I hate my car. I don't hate it. It frustrates me because I went from having Moira, which was a very distinctive car because it was a very distinctive color. I saw maybe one other Ford Mustang Mach-E in that color whenever I was driving around. There were none at my work. There
mhm,
was there was one other Ford Mustang Mach-E, but it was in like a gray color. Um, and then I got this car, which is the Nissan Aria in Boulder Gray, and there are two at my work, and I see like four every time I drive. So it's very popular color, and I don't like that. So
okay.
so I looked into getting it wrapped, and it was $6,000
Oh my
to
God.
get my car wrapped. So I'm just gonna have to deal with it. And then I almost wrecked last week. Like I was really close to almost getting into an accident. I was on my way home from work, and there's this one part of the road where it goes from. It's crazy around here. There are 3 or 4 lanes going both ways in town, and
Hmm.
it's 50 miles per hour.
Hmm.
And then in one section, it goes down to it's 3 lanes. It's actually 6 lanes going like in the direction that I go home, but three of those lanes are turning lanes.
Mm.
And so I was going in the turning lane, getting ready to turn off onto the road that takes me to almost where I go home. And this car decided to drive across the other 3 lanes to get into the turn lane. And one of the cars in the far left lane was letting them through. They didn't pay attention that whether there was someone coming or not. I was going like 35 because I was coming up to a stoplight,
Hmm.
and I had like there was a lot of room in between me and the stoplight, so I was slowing down. And I saw them coming, so I slammed on my brakes, slammed on my horn. My car just slides because it's so heavy, slides so much that like you can hear the tires screeching, and then you smell the burning of the rubber.
Oh no.
And I was literally like 2.5 feet away from ramming into the side of this car. I was,
Jesus.
it's like I should have just let off the brake and just let it happen, and then I could have gotten a new car. But no, my survivor's instinct kicked in, and I decided I wanted to slam on my brakes so I didn't have to get into an accident.
Mm. Fair, reasonable. You'd have to deal with insurance and all that other bullshit.
I usually don't have a hard time dealing with my insurance. They're usually pretty good, and I've never had an issue with them. Like, I've never had an issue with like payment or like fixing any problems with my insurance.
Hmm.
And I've been with them for since like 2008.
Oh dang.
So
Almost 20 years.
I have Emerald status, and um, so if I call them, I get pushed to the front of the line.
I love that.
Yeah. Oh, but anyways, so I was saying about my car, and then I went into the whole issue with the accident, almost accident. So whenever I turn and I hit a bump, there's like this pop noise that happens. And I'm like, oh, great. So like my ball joints are probably going out or something. So I took it in today, and they said it's my struts, which kind of makes sense when you hit a bump. When you hit a bump, if it pops, then that's usually your struts. So they have to replace my struts, but they don't. They ordered them. They're supposed to be here by Monday. So
How
my,
are your struts already bad when you just got this car?
I mean, it's a used car. It's a 2024.
Still though.
No, they shouldn't be bad. You're right. It's less than. I mean, it's a 2024 with less than 35,000 miles on it, so they
Yeah.
shouldn't be bad by now. But I mean, it happens sometimes. So it's under warranty anyway. So they have to replace them.
Well, I mean, at least it's under warranty.
Yeah. So it doesn't really. I mean, whenever I bought the car, I got it extended warranty. So there's 100,000 miles, for like everything, and then also like the electronics too. So I have a bumper to bumper warranty for up to 100,000 miles or 10 years.
Oh, nice.
So I won't have it that long because I plan to get rid of it as soon as I possibly can because I don't love it. And you know how I
Right.
don't, if I don't love cars, then I usually don't want to keep them for very long. I don't know why I
Mhm.
bought it. Honestly, I don't know why I got it. And it, it sucks every day because I'm like, I get into a car that I don't really like. Um, and I just realized, so with my Mach-E, and this is just going to be about me bitching, I guess. That's what this episode is, everyone. It's James bitching, apparently. But with my Mach-E, it had, and I've talked about this, it had the thing where it's regenerative braking and it stops for me.
Mhm.
This car doesn't have that. I've said that. It slows you down, but it doesn't come to a complete stop, which is weird. But and there's a couple of other, I think like the Volkswagen ID4 does that as well. Um, but I turned it off this week and I was driving with it without the e-step, is what it's called, to see how it does. And it is better to not use this car's regenerative braking e-step mode. It's better for the charging or for the battery life or the charge, because I've been getting like 5 kilowatt hours of like the like miles per hour, but it's kilowatt hours. Um, where it's usually like 2 to 3, 2.5 to 3. Hi, puppy. Sarah's apparently dog sitting.
Yes. It's
So,
Mother's Day weekend, so
oh yeah, oh yeah. Did you get anything for your mother? Send her anything?
I did not. Um, I didn't have the money to, but
Mm.
I'll send her something after.
Oh yeah, that's right. I ended up, or I just ordered flowers to be delivered tomorrow for my mother for Mother's Day
Mm.
in Tennessee.
My sister's living in Tennessee now.
That's
Did
weird.
I tell you that?
No.
Yes. She lives in Nashville now. Which I mean, good for her, I guess. Whatever you want to do. I can't judge. I live in Texas, so
Yeah. Yeah, you live in Texas. I live in California, and the governor's race here is insane right now.
oh, I bet. I bet.
Because it's either like a billionaire who is morally bankrupt, a Hispanic man who has some questionable views as well, or a sheriff that seized ballots, which I don't really see how you can seize ballots and stop counting of a vote, but he did, and he still has them, even though he's been told by the FBI to remove them or to release them. Or Katie Porter. So there's a lot. There's like we received our mail-in ballots, but we also before that received like a practice ballot, or I can't remember what it's called. And it's like 2 full pages of people
Oh my God.
that are running. That still, I mean, this is the primary, so it's like it's not, or it's
I mean,
yeah. So
yeah.
it's not like the actual election yet, but it's deciding who's going to go up for.
Yeah.
And then this one I was reading through them, and there's like they have the option in this guide to like make a statement and provide a statement, and some of them weren't included. And I found out it's because if you make over a certain, if you take a certain amount of donations for the governor's run, then you aren't allowed to be included in this brochure without paying a fine.
Mm.
I think it's like over like $7 million or something for your race. If you take over $7 million in donations, I can't remember the exact figure, so don't quote me on that. but you have to pay a fine to be included, or you're just not included. But then, I looked at some of the content that people were providing, and I was like, maybe some of these people shouldn't have been included because they were
Right.
stupid. And then this one person has legally changed their name to For God and Country, like first name For God,
Last
middle
name
name,
and country.
middle name, and country, and then his last name.
Oh,
Idiot.
okay. All right.
Crazy. People are crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
Did you see that there's the new Legally Blonde, or not Legally Blonde? Oh no, yeah, it's Elle. So it's called Elle, but it's based on Elle Woods from Legally Blonde.
I haven't seen it, but I did hear about it.
I don't think it's out yet, but I just saw that they released like the advertisement for it this week. I think it
Mhm.
was, and I I saw something online where somebody was like, I can't believe they got her blonde wrong. It's like, if you're paying attention to that, you need to go touch grass.
Yeah,
Get off the internet.
I think that's a get off the internet moment. I I used my radio today.
Like your car
I
radio?
Yes. I never use my car radio because I just listen to, music through my phone.
Yeah.
Whatever I want to listen to. But today I was like, let me just listen to the radio, man. And I found a station that was playing all these alt songs from when we were in high school. So I'm like sitting there listening to Breaking Benjamin
Oh God.
and going, wow. uh they were talking about how Blue October, their album, with what was Hate Me, I think is the name of the song. The album's turning 20 this year. I don't know how to feel about that.
I don't remember it.
It's like
I'm not
hate me today, hate me tomorrow.
I'm not good with just words or lyrics. I'd have to listen to it. Like even like the beginning of it, and then it would probably click.
Probably.
I'm also not good with
But
names
I mean,
or
fair,
movies.
reasonable.
Ryan likes to watch these videos on YouTube where they're like, it's guess the movie based on like the list of actors or like a single shot of the video or something like that, or a single
Mhm.
shot of the movie or something like that. And we just watched it was one that was all about the 80s. And I was like, listen, I wasn't born in the 80s. I was born in 89. I was alive for less than a full year of the 80s. So I'm not going to be good at this. And I don't like not being good at things.
And that's because you're a Capricorn.
I don't like not being good at things. So I
I,
don't want it.
I get that. I get that. I I don't know. I could probably, depending on like the movies, I might be able to guess. I could definitely guess 90s movies though, depending on like who the actors are and like that kind of thing. I think I could do the 90s. I think I could definitely do the 90s. I could probably do the early aughts too, but I said that the other day to somebody. I said the early aughts,
And they were like, what is that?
right? And I was just like, the 2000s, you know?
I don't think a lot of people refer to it as the aughts, is what's weird.
But I don't know. I don't know any other way to refer to it other than the aughts.
Would you like to hear something that I wrote? I'm writing.
You're writing something?
I am. It's gonna be stupid, but I don't know why. So
Okay, I'm here. Give it
here's
to me.
here's the first paragraph.
Okay.
Listen, I know you're probably thinking, who is this white cis male, and what does he think we need to hear that we have not already heard? Well, to that I say, I totally agree. I'm a boring Midwestern white man who just took his Truvada and popped a peach flavored gummy that's supposed to help support dietary function for a cleaner bottom. Too much? Yeah, that's typically the response I get from my family. Always a little too much for them and wanting more and more. So much so that the spouse of one of them had the audacity to say that I think I'm better than them the day we buried my grandfather. To that, I always say, I'm no better than anyone. You are better than you accept for yourself. My friend Sarah, the non binary lesbian witch who is very into astronomy and all that jazz, likes to tell me that I'm the exact picture of a Capricorn, focused on holding myself and others to a very high, entirely possible standard.
You're
That's the,
writing your memoirs?
that's the first paragraph.
I'm so
I have
excited.
I have three.
I love that.
But I was like, we went down to the pool last night and then the hot tub for a little bit. And then I was like, I want to go sit by there's like this little seating area that's got a fireplace next to it. And I was like, I don't know how to turn the fire on, but I wanted the fire to be on and then sit next to it. But I didn't know how to turn it on. So I just sat there and I started writing and I was like, well, this is going to be stupid. And there's probably, nothing's going to happen of it, but.
It's not stupid. I hope you continue. I like it.
But that was the first chapter at the beginning of it, and then it goes into like talking about my family and stuff.
Love that. I love the I just popped a Truvada and a peach gummy.
Yeah. Peach flavored gummy that's supposedly helping your dietary function for a clear bottom.
That's just so late 30s.
I know.
Like, let me just pop my pills, take my gummies. You know, for whatever reason. My gummies are usually weed, but I do have emergency gummies that I take.
I don't really take any gum. This is the only one, and I just started because it's like supposed to be for like dietary fiber.
Right.
And I would rather chew a gummy and drink some water than drink or take a pill. Although now it kind of seems like the pill's a better option because it's easier.
I mean, both options are going to be easier than actually having to eat fiber.
I like fiber. I like vegetables.
I also like vegetables, but I'm just saying sometimes
it's kinder.
Right. Like the pill and or the gummy is a little kinder to you than the straight fiber.
Yeah. So how's your car? I know you had an issue with your battery. Oh no, you had the issue with your battery was that you needed to tighten the battery cable.
Yes.
Which I don't understand why that happens on cars, but it does happen on cars. And yours is what, 2021?
Yeah, 2021 Chevy.
So it's like, it's a Chevy, so that's one of the issues. But it's like, that shouldn't be happening. I guess maybe since you had your battery, did you replace your battery? Did you have someone replace it?
I had someone replace it. And I think what happened was they thought that it needed like an extra thing to hold it in place. And it actually prevented it from being held in place.
Oh, yeah.
Like they had like an extra washer or something to like, I don't know. Anyway, it was $185, something like that, for them to tell me that it was literally just that it was loose.
That sucks.
Yep.
I would say you could have texted me and that would have been the first thing I would have told you to check to make sure your battery cables were tight. But it was probably early in the morning when I'm sleeping.
Yes. It was at, when was that? It had to have been like 5:45, 6 o'clock in the morning because I was heading out for work and I usually leave for work about an hour ahead of time.
Yuck. So that would have been 4 my time.
Yeah, it would have been like 4 in the morning your time. You definitely were not going to answer.
I don't know. Sometimes I get up and have to go to the bathroom and I look at my phone and I do answer. I do that on Teams a lot.
Interesting.
Because I have to get up and go use the restroom, so then I just look, my phone's right there, so I look at my phone for a second, and if I have a message or an email that I want to answer, I'll just answer it.
See, I can't do that because then I won't be able to fall back to sleep. Because then I'll start overthinking everything. Because that's all my brain can do.
Because she's crazy.
Correct. Though, technically speaking, according to this song that I've been listening to, it's called Crazy Bitch. And it says, you're just sick. You're not a crazy bitch. And I was like, okay, all right. It's like, pop those pills. You're just sick. You're not a crazy bitch.
She's got the mental illness.
I got the mental illness.
She's got the mental illness.
It's real bad. It's really bad mental illness.
So you're going to see the new Devil Wears Prada 2 on Tuesday. Are you doing anything fun this weekend?
This weekend, I don't know. I haven't made any concrete plans. I would really like to meet up with a couple of people, if possible, but it's just been a weird week, and so I don't know if I'm actually going to end up meeting with anybody because it was a weird week.
Yeah.
The weather's been crazy here, so I know it's been. I love us so much. But it was storming at the beginning of the week, and then it was in like the 90s, like the 80s, 90s. And then it plummeted down to 49 with a high of 65. And so like between that and then like the pollen, because it's spring, I'm like dying. It zoomed in on you. And then
I don't like that.
I don't like it either.
I need to turn that setting off.
It's real weird.
Auto frame my video. There we go. Now it won't do that. It's so strange.
But anyway, so like
I just look up and it's moving and I'm like, ah!
I know. But yeah, like the weather's really been triggering some migraines for me. Which like I don't usually get migraines that often. So
you
like
get them all the time. I don't know what you're talking about. You get them a lot.
I don't get them as much as my mother does.
So those of you that are listening, like the 6 of you that do, that's the reason we didn't record last week, because Sarah had a migraine and was struggling with a migraine for a few days.
Yes.
And the weather, I'm sure the weather does have
is that it lingers. If I don't have them often as far as like getting a new one. I have them often as in they'll last a while.
Yeah. Well, that's annoying. It's been strange here this week too. Like the weather has been it's been like alternate. Like it was in the 60s and 70s early this week, and then like today I got up into the 80s, and then I think on Monday or Tuesday it's supposed to get into the 90s here, and then go back to like the 70s and 60s.
Yeah, that's wild. I'm just like, please, I cannot handle this. Y'all are trying to kill me.
But I'm the type of person that likes the cold weather, so I don't really understand why I moved to almost Los Angeles.
I don't know. I don't mind the colder weather. Like, I would be fine with like the 70s, 60s, 70s. That would be perfect. The problem is that it doesn't stay that.
Yeah.
And the problem is that if it does go to that, it's doing it at a rapid change from 90 plus degrees to 49. I'm
Oh,
like, please.
I forgot. I did post about this, but on my way while I was waiting for Ryan to get out of the bathroom on Monday, I saw Lily Marsden and Jocelyn Davis
Oh,
walking
wow.
out, and I was like, I didn't realize it was them until after they'd walked by, and then Ryan had come out of the bathroom, and I walked over and I grabbed his arm. I was like, "That was Jocelyn and Lily," and he goes, "What?"
That reminds me of when I worked at the airport and had a couple of celebrities walk past me while I was working. Specifically Georgia Fox, because that's the only one I give a fuck about. Though Markiplier also walked by me.
I was like, I should have walked over and said hello, but then I was like, there was a lot of people, and I'm also a very tall, larger white man. So it's probably, and they're smaller women. So it's like, it's probably not a good thing to just walk up and start talking to someone like that. So it's just, I'll keep my distance.
I mean, unless they read the gaydar, in which case.
I mean, I was seeing Grace Helbig, so.
There you go. I'm sure they would have assumed you were safe purely for that reason.
Well, I don't know what I'm doing this weekend. Thanks for asking, Sarah. I appreciate that.
God bless. Anyway, continue.
I really don't know. I'm probably gonna work actually some this weekend because I have something that I need to finish for work. So I'm gonna do that. Ryan was supposed to work this weekend, but then, so I don't know if I told you this. He just started working at a winery. I think I did talk about this already.
You did.
And he likes it, but they closed down because they were moving from the smaller retail place that they had to a larger one, and retail and tasting room. So they're closed for right now, and they don't formally open until the end of the month. But they were supposed to be having a soft opening this week. But then I guess something happened with the emergency lights weren't coming on for some reason, so they had to stop, or they had to cancel the opening. And so he was originally supposed to work today and tomorrow and Sunday. So I was just going to be sitting here doing work all weekend anyway.
I see.
But I don't know, because I really need to stop spending so much money.
Oh, felt that. I say as I have no money at all right now. I'm hoping to get some reading done. Because I've been reading fairly consistently recently. So I'm trying to keep up the momentum. But I feel it. I feel the big sad coming, and I'm just like, ugh, fuck. So
The big sad.
Yeah, I feel it. I feel it lingering. It's like a storm. I can see it coming, and I'm just like, okay, but stay over there just a little longer. Stay over there just a little longer.
Well, don't let it happen, Sarah.
I'm trying not to. If I had any control over it, it wouldn't happen.
Because it's just that easy. Don't let it happen. Jeez.
Clearly. So easy. Why can't I just be easy? Well, I mean, I am easy, but anyway. I came across a screenshot of my post where I said I was a hoary whore from Horrington, West Virginia. I was not the person that posted that. You were the person that posted that, but it was on my page.
I don't know what you're talking about. I think you also posted something about some
Rick
politician.
Santorum.
Yeah.
Yeah, something about fecal matter, if I recall. Frothy fecal matter.
Something like that, yeah. You were very risque back in the day, Sarah. Very risque.
Yep,
Ever out in the
definitely.
gang.
Yep, very, very out there. Very pushing the boundaries.
Well, that happens.
You know.
Well, anything else? Shall we call it a podcast? Because I think your internet is turning to garbage.
Well. See, hilariously, it's telling me your internet's the one that's turning to garbage.
If it's saying weak connection, then that's not my internet, sweetie. That's yours.
No, your bars went completely red.
Oh, that's weird.
So
Hmm,
I know when it's me.
well, it's been you the entire episode, dear.
Oh my god, fuck you. Oh my god, what was it I said the other day?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Nick had asked me something about you, and I had made like some really snarky comment. I don't remember what it was. And he's like, I'm gonna tell him you said that. And I was like, okay, do it.
I'll probably
Okay.
agree with it too.
Like, I don't fucking care. I'm like, at this point, we have been friends for 24 goddamn years. Okay. Like,
I don't see how that's true because we're just 30.
friend. Friend, we're looking over the horizon at 40.
Speak for yourself.
You were only a couple months younger than me, sir.
Well, shall we call it a podcast?
Yeah, I think it's a podcast.
All right. Well, thank you for listening to this week's episode of Now About That with James and Sarah. If you like this episode, please give us a like, comment. Don't forget to follow or subscribe. If you would leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen, as this will help get the podcast out to more people and help us grow. And you can feel free to send us an email with anything you would like us to discuss on the podcast. Our email is nowaboutthatpod@gmail.com. You can also visit our website www.nowaboutthatproductions.com, or you can call and leave us a voicemail or send us a text message. Our phone number is 765-557-4170. Thanks again for listening, and we hope you'll have a great week since this will be coming out on Monday. Sarah, enjoy the weekend, whatever you do.
You too, and happy Mother's Day to any mothers listening. Hopefully not mine.
Hopefully none of my friends or mother either. Bye, everybody.
Bye.